Hello and welcome to a brand new FM18 experiment. What if Gateshead had excellent youth facilities? Hopefully you've watched the intro. If you haven't, just check it out on my YouTube channel. If not, it don't really matter. It's just an introduction. You'll see what happens as we go. I went into the editor and put Gateshead's youth facilities and training facilities up to 20. That's the only thing I've changed, nothing else. They've still got the same amount of money, their ground's the same size, and everything else is exactly the same. And the main thing we want to look for really is if a team starts at the bottom with excellent youth facilities, does that help them grow and build up the league just using youth alone? Obviously, they're probably still going to buy players and all that, but hopefully the youth system after a year or two will be churning through players that are really good, and that will save money. And obviously, being in the Vanarama League, we're probably gonna sell them to bigger clubs and stuff like that. So, but while they're with us, are they going to make an impact? Are they going to help us win the Vanarama to start with, and then so on and so on? So that's what we're looking at finding out in the long run. We're not actually going to take over the club, just follow them. So we're unemployed, we've got no say over anything. All we're doing is watching them and how they grow, and hopefully we'll look at the players, see how good they are. So while I get set up, just wait, hold tight, and I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Just want to say sorry about that. No one wants to see that. Just some spots randomly popping up on my face. Must be all the crappy food I ate over Christmas. So let's get into this game. We are Gateshead. There's me, without the spots. We'll just check on this. So their regional reputation and okay finances. So nothing special. Review. So yeah, we've made training facilities state of the art. We've made youth facilities state of the art, and we've got junior coaching exceptional. I'm not sure why that's well established. Youth recruitment, I don't know, but anyway, yeah, so that's all we've done. We've not changed any of the money they've got or anything like that. We've just literally changed some of the facilities. We'll go down to under 18s and we'll have a look at some of the players they've already got. So we've got Jordan Doby, left and centre defence, can play on the right as well. 11 heading. It's not too bad, is it? 17 years old. Pretty good. 11 decisions, which is very good. Positioning 11. Acceleration 13. Got a couple in double figures here. 10 pace and 10 jump in reach. So he looks like he might go into being a decent little player. 10 in leadership. So I think he's one we'll have to keep an eye on. Dan Bennett, he's got a lot of poor stats, attributes. He's 17 as well, but another central defender. He only plays central defender, a little bit defensive midfielder. 12 marking, 11 decisions, acceleration 12, agility 12, natural fitness 12, and pace 12. The stats he has got are pretty good, but these are just terrible. I mean, you're not really too fussed about the finishing and that. At this level, you want a defender to be defending, but they are some really bad stats there. Alex Hastings, central midfielder. He can also play in defence and defensive midfielder, as well as left mid. He's got some interesting stats as well. His first touch is 12, which is pretty good. Work rate is 12, which is awesome. Means he's working hard and all that. Decisions 11, anticipation 11, agility 12, natural fitness 14, and pace 11. But he looks like he's going to be alright as well. What the hell is that? Ugo Chukwa. Woo. If they just... This has got to be a made up person, isn't it? If they just switched the D and the G, if they just gone, oh, we can't have the same name twice,
as his first and last name, so we'll just put a D in the first name and a G in the second. That's what they look like they're doing. So he is a central midfielder, a versatile central midfielder. He can play in attacking midfield, he can play up front, he can play in attacking on the winger. Midfielders not convincing, and attacking left's not convincing. So his first touch is good, his technique is good, his acceleration is pretty good for this level, his pace is very good for this level, his determination, look at that, 16. I almost missed that because it's similar colour to the yellow, but 16 determination, so that might carry him through to be a better player. Winner Luaba, he's a striker. What a name! If you're going to be an awesome striker, that's your name, isn't it? You want to be, well, maybe not Luaba, but winner definitely. So he can play attacking midfielder. He can play. He plays predominantly up front as a striker. He's competent on both the attacking midfield wings. He's competent in all three of them, attacking midfield, so he's quite a good little player to have. 18 years old. He's got 13 dribbling, which is pretty good. Leadership 11, which is okay. Acceleration 13, which is awesome. Natural fitness 12, and agility 11. His pace is 10, but I think that will carry on. His determination 6. That might hinder him a bit, eh? It's always bad when your aggression's higher than your determination. Got some average yellows there as well. So yeah, he looks like he might be alright. Kia. We'll go Kia. MacDougall. 18 years old. Ooh. Some okay yellows. Some really bad reds. But a central defender who can tackle, that's always awesome. 11 tackling. His positioning is 12, which is good. Determination is 14, so he probably will progress quite well. Decisions 13, anticipation 13, acceleration 13, agility 11, and pace 12. I'm going to ignore the red really for this one, because he actually looks like he could, with his determination as well, he could easily improve in the future. So we've looked at them. In the under 23s, we've got our goalkeeper. He's not too bad. Aerial reach 13, kicking 11, reflexes 13, decisions 13, acceleration 12, agility 12, jumping reach 14, and we've got some good little average attributes there as well, which is good. Ryan Lamb, his technical is terrible. I think he's one for the transfer list, isn't he? Not that we can do that because we're not going to be managing him, but he's not great, is he? So his decisions 13, leadership 11, agility 13, natural fitness 11, pace 12, stamina 11. Oh, sorry. Danny Burns, bang average. Better technical than the last guy, better mental than the last guy, half decent physicals, that attributes, but I don't think he'll get in because we've got a couple of centre backs who are actually half decent. Naji Hassan, a little bit versatile, play anywhere on the right side, midfield, and can play on the right side midfield, right side attacking midfield, and in the centre. Can play a little bit attacking midfield. 12 acceleration, 11 agility, 12 pace. His first touch is 10. His dribbling is 9. He's just bang average, isn't he? Really. Daniel Hales, 18. Anywhere through the middle attacking wise. First touch is 12, technique is 12, vision is 12, flair is 13. So he's our flair player at the minute, isn't he? Acceleration is 12, agility is 12, natural fitness 11, pace 12. So he's also one of the pacier players. Determination 9. It's not that bad, I guess. Hopefully that'll carry him through to being a better player. Because he's got a hell of a lot of poor stats. Attributes. Sorry. you know, he's kind of making it. Let's just hope he improves with. Although to be fair, he's on loan at Chester, and we've got better facilities than them, I think now, because sending him out on loan maybe could hinder him rather than improve him. So okay, so we're gonna go on holiday for a year, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna look at if we've still got the players. We're gonna look at any of the new players we've got. We're just gonna look at the under 23s and the youth. Right, okay, we've zoomed forward exactly a year, maybe a day later, and unfortunately, last season Gateshead finished 8th. This season they finished 10th, which is a 2-place drop. So that's not good. If we go down to the under 18s, these are all new, and we'll take a look at these in a minute. So this must be the new intake, which we would have produced through our shiny new youth system. If we go to the senior squad, you may notice a few of our youngsters down here, which is awesome. So as you can see, this is the first team now. All of the highlighted players here, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of these have been promoted from the under 23s. And then we've got Keir McDougall, who's probably the success story at the minute, unless it's just luck. I mean, he's not on a great rating. Who's only 19, who's been promoted from the under 21s, or the under 18s even, which is awesome. So they're the promotions for our kids we've had last season when we first started the game. These are all of these are under 23s, apart from Keir McDougall, who was the under 18s player. The rest of the players would have just been first teamers, so we're not too worried about them. We don't want to. We just want to watch the youth come through. So if we go to our youth squad now, all of these are new. Not one of them were here last year. So all of the youth, all the under 18s from last year have either been moved on or they've been promoted. So we know there's only one that's been promoted to the senior squad, and then we've got a few of them that have been promoted from here. We're just going to have a quick look at each of the players, the ones that are still here, and we're not going to look at the ones that have stayed still so much. We're going to look at the ones that have progressed only, just so it's not taking up as much time. We just want to look at the progressive nature of the players rather than the ones that are staying still. If any of the others get promoted up a level from under 18s to under 23s, or under 23s to the first team, then we'll look at them. Keir McDougall, we'll start off with him, see how he's improved. His marking has improved. He's now a 10 marking. All of his other big stats, because we're only going to look at the good stats. So anything under a 10, we're just going to ignore. It's just easier to work it out. So like I know that if he's improving on any of the ones over 10, then we know he's improving. So obviously marking last year was can't remember what it was, but it was lower than 10. I know that because I didn't mark it down. So all these other stats over 10 that I've recorded are the same, except his positioning. His positioning's gone up by 1. It was 12 and now it's 13. So he's improving. I'm not too sure why he's. I mean, he's got the half decent stats, but he's been taken to the first team, and he's the only under 18 player that has been taken to the first team. So I'm sure the manager's got his reasons. So next we're going to look at Ryan Lumsden, goalkeeper. All of his double figure stats have stayed the same. However, the 10s that he has here, his bravery, that's gone up. Again, I know this because I haven't marked it down, so it must have been a single figure last time. So his bravery has gone up to 10, his concentration has gone up to 10, and his pace has also gone up to 10. So he's improving. His big stats are staying similar,
but he is improving. Obviously, I'm not sure he'll improve that much because his determination is only 6, but he's improving enough to be moved up a level. So next we'll look at Hassan. His stats have actually all more than gone up, really. His first touch has gone up from 10 to 11. His vision's gone up to 12 from under 10 because I didn't mark that down. His work rate's gone up 1. His leadership has gone up because I didn't mark that down. His determination has gone up because I didn't mark that down. So that's gone up quite a lot. That was under 10 last year, so that's showing that he's actually coming into his own a little bit. His pace has gone up by 1. It was 12 last year. His agility has gone up by 1. It was 12 last year, and his agility was 11 last year. So he's gone up. So he's a very, very improved player, and his determination's high. I'm hoping it goes higher because he really, really is improving this one. I can see him being in the first team pretty soon. So Matthew Halliday is another one who's, even though he's got quite low determination, he's improved quite a lot. His crossing has gone up. That was under double figures last year because I haven't marked that down at all. His finishing has gone up by 1. It was 12 last year. His technique has stayed the same. His decisions have gone up by 1 from 10. His flair has stayed the same. His acceleration has gone up from 12 and his agility has gone up from 11, so he's got better there. His stamina has gone up 1 from 11 to 12, and his natural fitness has increased as well because that wasn't double figures last year. So another one to watch. You can see why some of these have actually gone up into the first team. They're not getting much game time, I don't think. With Elliott, he stayed the same. All his double figure attributes have stayed the same. The only one that's actually gone up of note is his decisions. That's now a double figure one, which it wasn't before. Just so I'm clear, all these poor ones and that, we're not taking much notice of them. So they may have also gone up, but until they're at an adequate level, we're not taking any notice of them because I just want to see where they're improving mainly. I imagine the ones we're reading out now have improved quite a bit, seeing as they have been called up to the first team. Niall Bell, as we said, his stats may have changed, but the double figures are the ones we're looking at, and it looks as though he's regressed, if anything. His determination was 12, so he's dropped 1 in determination. Nothing else has changed. We've looked at all them, the ones that have made the step up to the first team. So now we're going to look at the ones that have made the step up from the youth, the under 18s to the under 23s. We have 3 players. Jordan Dobie can be the first. So Dobie, again, his double figures have all stayed the same. He has slightly regressed with his acceleration going from 13 down to 12, which is a bit weird at his age. He should be going up only, but that's Jordan Dobie. Dan Bennett is pretty much the same as well. He's still got a lot of poor stats, so even though he's been moved up to under 23s, and it's still quite early, so he must have something in his locker. The only thing that's actually changed, and it's changed fairly big because it was a single figure last year, is his agility is now at 13, so it's had quite a big jump in the last year. Everything else has stayed exactly the same, the double figure ones at least anyway. The smaller ones probably have gone up, just assuming that, considering he's been moved to the under 23s. And last but not least, it's the winner. I really, really want him to have done well. The winner, Luaba. He's not really changed either. Again, the smaller ones probably have, but he in general, his double figure numbers have stayed the same. The agility has gone up. It was 11 last year, so that's the one thing that has gone up. I'm a bit gutted really, because I thought with a name like Winner, he wants to be a winner. Do you know what I mean? He wants to. He should have better determination than 6, though, to be fair. So moving on. So now we're going to take a look at. Now we've looked at all of the players that are still here, but have been moved up or whatever. We're going to take a look at the new under 18s, and there's some special ones here. Michael Ball, 15 years old, English goalkeeper. Some of these stats are unreal. So he's a 12 aerial reach, 12 one-on-ones, 14 on reflexes. He's got some good average scores there as well. 19 bravery. At 15 years old, 19 bravery. 11 decisions, teamwork is 14, and his balance is 12. There's some really good stats for a goalkeeper of his age. So I'm expecting good things from this guy if we can keep hold of him. Next up, we've got Jamie Roberts, a left defender. He's 16, Welsh. First touch 10. Passing's 13. Gotta love someone who's got half decent pass on him. Tackling is 10. Technique is 13. I'm hoping his tackling is going to go up a little bit, to be honest, which I think it will, because his determination is 11. Bravery's 10. Decisions is 11. Leadership is 13. Acceleration is 13. Natural fitness is 11. Pace is 12. Stamina is 12, and strength is 11. So there's some overall good ones there for a 16-year-old. So that's good. Brett Dovey, central defender, can also play on the right. 16 years old, no hair at all. He bicks that, doesn't he? English lad, some good average stats. Heading is 10, marking 12. Tackling 11, aggression and anticipation both 10, his bravery is 13, determination is 11, positioning 15, teamwork 12, work rate 14, and these physicals are just awesome, aren't they? His pace and acceleration hopefully will come along, but apart from them two, which are okay probably for this level, them physicals are awesome. So 6'4" defender Brett Dovey, be keeping an eye on him. Andy Clifford, a defensive left player. Andy Clifford, left-sided defender, pretty poor technically. 16-year-old. He's not one of the kids, I don't think. Let's just double check. He's got 18 aggression, so he's probably going to be very Joey Barton-esque. His leadership's 15, which is good. His teamwork's 12, which is good. His work rate is 16, which is awesome. So it's almost like he's a good captain, but not much else. His acceleration and pace are not very good. His agility is 10, jumping reach 12, stamina 13. Not one of the best we've seen, to be fair. I'm hoping he'll pull through, because he would make a good captain, to be fair. Derek Liddell, 16-year-old Northern Irish striker. Finishing 11, so that's pretty good. Heading 14. Determination 16, so I expect this guy to be getting a lot better. His aggression and his bravery and his decisions are all at 10. Teamwork 14. Work rate 14, so he's a workhorse. That's good. His acceleration is at 11. As is his balance. Natural fitness at 12. His pace and stamina are both at 10. And his strength is at 13. So he looks like he could be good, especially with his determination. Ross Joyce, 16-year-old English striker, 13 finishing. Overall technical attributes quite poor. His first touch could even be better. His determination is okay at 11, that's alright. Flair 14. His leadership's 10. 10 on his agility, his natural fitness and his pace, which are okay. His balance is at 12. Above average, I'd say. Next up, we've got Ross Joyce. His finishing's at 13, sorry. 16-year-old English striker. 13 finishing, first touch is 9. It's not great. Above average again, I think. In general, he's got 11 determination, which should see him through. Flair 14, so he's a little bit of a flair player, which is good. He's got 10 leadership, which is pretty good. His agility, his natural fitness, and his pace are all at 10, and his balance is at 12. So one for the future, I think. One to look forward to. Ian Wilkinson-Hines. Ian Wilkinson-Hines, 16-year-old central defender. I expected better than that. A lot of ones there. So we've got 12 marking, 11 decisions, 13 determination, 11 acceleration, 12 jumping reach, 18 natural fitness. So he can run for days, but he can't really do much else while he's doing it. So 6'3". So he as long as he's tackling 7. That's not great, is it? And it's going to be a couple of years before he makes it anywhere into the team or whatever. So we'll wait and see how he does there. So that's him. Ian Richardson, attacking right midfielder. Not too many ones at all. No, none at all, I think. Not too bad average. His dribbling is 12, which is pretty good. His bravery is 11, which is good. 14 determination and 14 flair. Excellent. His teamwork's 13. Acceleration 11. Balance 12. Natural fitness 16. His jumping reach and his pace are both 10. And his stamina is 11. Bobby Sadler, centre midfielder, can play a little bit out on the left. His first touch and his free kick taken both at 11, so that's half decent. Aggression is at 12. His decisions at 10, as well as his vision. Teamwork at 14, which is pretty good. Work rate 9. I'm going to mention that because I do like someone who can work. 9's an average number, as is his agility is 10. Agility 10, natural fitness 13, its pace is 11, 5'11". He seems like he might be okay. James Roberts, last but not least, James Roberts, 16. He's half decent, isn't he? A defensive midfielder. 14 tackling, 13 technique. 10 bravery, 11 decisions, 10 determination, 11 for teamwork, vision and work rate. That's pretty good. 11 for agility, 13 for balance and 10 for stamina. So that's pretty good. So I've marked down all the new players. I've written down their stats and where they're at with them. So I think they're the ones we're going to be looking at in the next one. Maybe if a couple of the older guard, if you like, are there, we might take a look at some of them as well. But I think these are the ones that have come through the new youth setup, aren't they? So hopefully they're the ones that will take the club further. The clubs we had before, players we had before, haven't really done much. We've managed to drop 2 places from our last finishing place. So yeah, hopefully in the next episode we'll probably go ahead 5 years and see from there, because this did take a bit too long, in all honesty, longer than I wanted to record for, to be honest. And after that, we can go through the players that are still there and any new kids that are up in the first team. So sorry this has been a bit of a longer video than normal. It's just because of, obviously, it's introducing the players and all that, isn't it? So it's taken a bit longer than normal. But future videos shouldn't be as long. So thanks for watching and peace out.